Yo, what up with y'all? How y'all doing? Good to hear. This is day 7 of 30 days, 30 NBA teams. Talk about their offseason, talk about their last season, talk about their next season, all that stuff. Let's jump right in. Today is about the Nuggets. And Jokic finally got some help. So last season was an okay season. Obviously, whenever you have Jokic, you're gonna make the playoffs. And they brought the champions to 7. It was the second round, and they were probably the best team that had a chance to beat the Thunder, besides the Pacers, who obviously lost Halliburton. So a fully healthy Nuggets team that wasn't very, built around Jokic to have him have some help, brought this team to a 7-game series. And you just add a little bit more, depth, some more players that can actually do something. Just the progress is going to show up, right? The results are going to come through. They obviously have the best player in the league. So what more do they need, right? But you ask that question and the answer is evident based on last season. With Jokic on the floor last year, they were one of the best, an above average team in the league, for sure. Without him on the floor, they might have been bottom 5. It was almost impressive how bad they played when Jokic was not on the floor, just because of the pieces they had. Now, obviously, it's also hard when MPJ is not shooting well. Jamal Murray is having a down year, right? He wasn't the same Jamal Murray that we've seen in the past, especially in the playoffs. He was lackluster. So that's only going to add to the trials and errors that come with having no bench or anything like that. And right before the playoffs, they fired their coach and got a new one. So it's just like horrible circumstances, and still proved that the best player in the world can bring you farther than you think. Now, when you look at this team, what do you think they need most, right? Okay. I'll take that into account. But what they need most is bench play. They need bench play. And what did they do this offseason? They got some bench play. So a small deal they gave was Bruce Brown is coming back to the Nuggets on a 1-year deal. So I assume he comes off the bench, which is when last time he was here was his best year, and they won a championship. Next thing you look at is the backup center. They had DeAndre Jordan, who's like 109. He's not going to provide the scoring, the defense, anything like that at this age anymore. So what do they do about that? They traded to the Kings. What they give him? They gave him Dario Saric for Jonas Valanciunas, a very viable, serviceable backup center that can just come in 10 minutes, 15 minutes a game and give them any sort of security when Jokic is not there. And then they wanted a better wing. They wanted a more ball-dominant wing who can handle the ball, who can make a pass, who can create for himself. They traded MPJ and, in a second? No, in a first. 2032 first, so quite a while in the future for Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson's not an all-star, but he's a well-known shooter who can dribble the ball a little bit better than MPJ can. And that little bit of help from just another creator on the offense, and he can play, he can hold his own on defense. That's going to help Jokic out so much because he doesn't have to create for every single person on the court. They also, for the bench, this is getting me hyped up, bro. They signed Tim Hardaway Jr. to a 1-year deal. More shooting. I don't know why I'm getting so amped up, dude. This is just this team is becoming a title contender, like in front of our eyes. And then they draft Kevin Pelton. No, never mind. From Kevin Pelton, a reporter. They didn't have any draft picks, so which is kind of fine. With the pieces you're adding, you kind of don't need to have a rookie because I feel like they're going for win now. Obviously, you're the best player in the world, so you kind of have to always go for win now because as long as he's on the court, there's not really a bad season. One person they lost is Russ. He declined his player options, so he's probably headed to a new team, which might be good for him. Kind of sad for the Nuggets, but they replaced him with better shooting and probably better defense in Tim Hardaway Jr. I think he's bigger. But yeah, dude, this team is finally going all in around Jokic, finally giving him a backup center. I mean, he won without one. So what is he going to do with one? Giving him some bench shooters, bench creators in Bruce Brown, offensive creators and starting lineup in Cam Johnson. Jamal Murray should be back to his usual self. This team is looking so good. Another thing you need to look at is the new coach. I forgot who it is. Hold on. David Adelman. He looked good enough to get him to the second round and get them to a 7-game series. So obviously, Jokic is more of the coach on that team than anyone because he's just, the IQ is insane that he has. But yeah, still some settling in to do. So the first month might be probably still good, but might have some questions that still need to be answered by then. And that's his time to, figure out all the lineups, all the different plays they want to run, all that stuff that regular coaches have got to figure out. But let's look at the championship runner, 2023 championships. Let's look at that team and compare it to now, because it's going to be quite different. See, their backup center was Thomas Bryant. Come on, they had Jeff Green, and obviously the team's going to look most of the same. Reggie Jackson, Bones Highland, DeAndre Jordan. Actually, Zeke Naji got some minutes there. Wow. Peyton Watson. The young guys too. Christian Braun has been balling out. Peyton Watson, I think, he's right there. Right there. This season could be a great season for him just because of, the experience at this point. So as of now, the starting lineup is going to be Jamal, Christian Braun, whatever, Cam Johnson, Aaron Gordon, and Nikola Jokic. The bench is now going to have Jonas Valanciunas at the 5. They're going to have Tim Hardaway Jr. They're not going to have Russell. They're going to have Zeke Naji still, Justin Holiday. Going to have Peyton Watson there, I think, unless I'm missing something. But this team looks great. Okay, this team is a title contender. This team is going to finish as a top seed in the West. I was writing my notes for this. It was before they made any moves. I had them making the playoffs as a low seed in the West. They're going top 4. They're going top 5 at least. This team is too good with Jokic to do anything less. But yeah, very exciting season coming up. New coach. Well, relatively new coach. New players, new bench. Oh my gosh, dude. Jokic is probably going to have... Jokic is winning MVP this season. I'm sorry. He is. It's guaranteed. But yeah, this is Denver Nuggets offseason. It's a really good offseason, dude. This is probably one of the best offseasons thus far, besides the Hawks. Yeah, dude, pay attention to them next year. They're going to be a very fun team. They're going to probably score a lot of points because of all the shooting, as long as nobody, barring injuries, of course. But yeah, man, let me know what you think, how the Nuggets are going to do, what your favorite team is, how they're going to do, all that stuff. Okay, like, comment, subscribe. I gotta come out and say that. Don't get mad at me. It's just what I gotta do. Appreciate you guys for watching. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Have a blessed day. We out. Peace.